There we go. Ugh. YouTube! Quit being stupid! Alright, this needs to go away. Yeah, okay. Definitely live, but if I leave the browser open, it's gonna just be lag. Lag central. Okay, okay. There is something going on with YouTube, because that is not Stream Elements this time. But I was getting the same error messages I was getting with Stream Elements before. Anyway. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's still going to enjoy this stream despite my silent cursing of YouTube. Anyway, last time we started building up this lovely shopping district, and afterwards I took a closer look at the model, and this street needs to be changed. I love the new crosswalk. This turned out good, but this street. Now, my theory is to switch it to stone bricks, with maybe the odd lodestone stirred in and some cracked stone bricks. Although I'm not sure about the lodestone, it's kind of a light color. Well, I wanted to test it. No lodestone. But we can do bricks and cracked stone bricks to just give the street a little bit of character. For now, we're going to grab that, and we're going to start filling that in, I think. Let's just do this. And this. Because we can go all the way down here. And go poof. Start going in between glowstone here. Now, I've tried using the gradient tools for this before, and it was kind of wonky. But I think the stone bricks, as you can see, there's a definite texture to the road there, and I don't think the cobbled deep slate quite fits. We want this area to look a little nicer. So if we just come back in here and quickly change out the road. Make some quick changes. And we're going to get to maybe building some of the front walls of the buildings. Oops, no. I realized what I did wrong there just after I did it. Or just before I did it. Instead of flying, let's walk. Okay. Let's just do that. And I'm gonna do this. We need to fill in this gap all the way down here. And poof. We have a nice brick road. Now, it's not quite the same as the model, I acknowledge that. But then, we're talking about Minecraft here. These blocks are not the same as what's in the models I use. Not unless I create custom textures. I'm not doing that. I can, but I'm not. So I want to leave the world as vanilla as I can. and hopefully make it a nice adventure map. Now, I do plan to add things like NPCs with quests and stuff. Give this world its own story, so to speak. I can manage that. I've been having issues with the NPCs, so you're not going to see them anytime super soon. But I do hope you get that going soon. It looks like, yeah, there's some terrain here that needs to go. Okay. Oop. I did turn off mob spawning just because, well, they were causing too much trouble. Too much lag. Causing a lot of issues. Okay. There we go. Now we have some nice terrain to play with here. And I might mess around with the height a little bit here, but I'm not sure whether I will or won't. Because of this center divide, for starters. I mean, trying to change the height on this would probably be the biggest pain, I think. But the height for buildings, may be doable. I might tweak that a little bit. The area definitely has character, definitely has some character. I'm not sure I like this sidewalk. I think I might tweak that. And if we look at the two renders that I put in here, one is a nice perspective view showing that center divide with the trees. I need to change out the grass maybe for bushes or something similar. And the other shows a building that I'm gonna maybe start at least the front wall of, help solidify the look of the area a little bit. But you can see there's two different colors for the sidewalk there too, because of this overhang on the front of it. So we're going to be doing some fiddling and tweaking and trying to adjust, trying to figure things out, basically. But yeah, for starters, we need this road and sidewalk settled. That's what we're planning to play with. But I thought this would provide a good transition. Yes, much better. We don't want a super bright sidewalk. Okay, just to save time and effort. We're gonna grab this all the way down here and hope it gives me bottom slabs when I hit fill. Oof, beautiful. Oh, that does look good. Yeah, much better. It kind of matches the street, but not exact. I wanted to leave this as a border, though. Mainly for the sake of the map, I think. So we need to copy this sidewalk to the other side. And figure out exactly where the transition happened. Okay, one block for this line. That there. Oops. I don't need you right this second. You would be a little. Okay, we need this. build in. Because, oh, pardon me. Right this second. This road goes this way. We need this to go this way. Just a bit. And then we need this. Right this second will be here. 1, 2. Oh, this needs to be here. Okay, this needs to be here. There we go. That'll make a nice well-lit city. And hide the light. Because these lights are not going to be visible when I'm done. They're going to be hidden. Okay, our transition is here. This to like so. That way. Not gonna be fussing too much with that. There's the line. Yeah, definitely need to build some stuff in there. Yeah, a gas station. Not a gas station, but a gas station is in order. A lot of people have been building gas stations ever since the Happy Gas came out. And I can't say I blame them. It's a cute pun. It's a good joke, really. A lot of silliness can be had with that. But that's what makes it fun, I think. Minecraft is good for silliness. And don't try to tell me otherwise, I'll just completely disagree. There's plenty of video evidence all over YouTube to the contrary on that one. Of which I need to check and see if anybody's in chat. So let's just pause a moment while I get the stream up and can keep an eye on things. Okay, nobody home. Got it. Oh well. Maybe eventually somebody will come around to say hi. But I will be the first to say I get a lot more done when I'm just streaming like this. The half-hour videos are good, but there's just so many things that are better done on stream like this. And wow, you can really see the change in the area. Look at that! It looks great! Okay. Instead of flowers there, I need to change out for bushes. So let's do a little bit of bush building. Maybe with the azalea and stuff. We need to also work out. Ooh, this inventory is a mess. We need to work out banners, and this inventory is not going to cut it. Better way. That's current project. Okay, we need a loom. Where are they? There's the banners. It's like red and blue mainly. Let's do light blue, and then we want some yellow dye, I think. keep these fairly simple and just make them up right here on the street. I'm gonna use the mouse because it's faster. Let's see. That or that. That'll do, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. That means I need more dye. Oops, I didn't grab more than one. But I only need the 2 banners, I think. Alright. Blue. And one on the bottom this time. Nothing too fancy. You can see they're like alternated back there. I think. Question mark? Well, okay. I got the full image up rather than just the small renders on the stream there, but the idea is that they're alternating banners in the middle of things. And now we don't need the loom. What we do need is the banners. So we want to build them up a hair. They put them on a fence. It'd be handy. Find out. Yes, I can. Okay, I can put them on a fence post. That's good. Because I'm going to need to put them on a fence post. Just great. Beautiful. That'll do. Okay. Now, on the other side of the next tree, sorry, I blossomed. Up. And put in the blue banner right in the tree. Maybe I can, well, alright, we'll trim the tree a little, just so the banner can be more visible. And then on the other side here, sorry, again, I blossomed. I have to take it out anyway, using that there. Flowers. And did I just do red? I need blue. Okay. Blue banner there. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the tree causing trouble. Okay. Okay, sorry, I blossom. Trim the trees back. Okay. Yeah. Do red. I can't. Yeah, I just did red. Blue. Okay. Add in blue. I just have these banners in place. I might make the trees a bit taller even. Just to compensate, I think. Blue is okay. Definitely making good progress. That just is looking really good. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of these flowers anyway, so blue, this is red. Blue again. Okay. These are looking pretty darn good. And okay, I'll accept that. Red. Okay. And oop. Okay. Oh, that looks so good. They're not exactly evenly spread, but I like the look and feel of how things are turning out. Yeah. Okay. And if I need them, oh, pardon me. I can block them. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, that kind of rules out the trap, doesn't it? Making this more bushy, I think. Well, I guess we don't need the copper trapdoors. I can get rid of that from the inventory. Where did you go? Oh. Why do I have quartz stairs? Oh, from that. Okay. Momentary confusion there. Okay, so copper trapdoors are a bust. I clearly didn't see that detail last time, so yeah. I thought it was a cool look, though. Whoops. Doggone it. It opened the trapdoor instead of breaking it. That's annoying. And just for good measure, I may stir in some jungle leaves, like, here and there. Some definite color differences, transitioning, stuff like that. I'm no expert. I don't pretend to be an expert. I'm not trying to be an expert. Hello, I blossom. Sorry. I did like the wildflowers, though. It's definitely nice. The eye blossoms have opened. Go. You broke the wrong thing, game. Break the flower, not the grass. Thank you very much. Ugh. Hitboxes. Sometimes they can be a real nuisance. This feels a lot more bushy. I think it fit right in. I did like the flowers. There's why I'm using flowering azalea instead. Okay. Go. See if we can make this look nice. And bushy. Go. These trapdoors. They look okay, but they clearly don't match the aesthetic of the model. And I wish I could have Baz open to really show off the model, but last time it was causing so much lag. So I had to settle for a couple renders. Yeah, that's where things stand with that. I'm not gonna lie, a better computer would be able to handle it. No sweat. But this is not a better computer, it's an older computer at this point. Though Microsoft is insisting that I update to Windows 11. I really don't. I don't want Windows 11. Let's just use the tool. That way I can swap all this out. But why are you still here? Go away. All the way down here. Pardon me. About here. And just boop. Oh yeah, much better. Take care of. Yeah, I know. Road building can be boring. That's why I'm doing it on stream. These more boring projects, I'm doing them on stream. And while this build isn't story relevant currently, it may be in future, so don't go knocking it just yet. The fact that it's in my library means that it can become story relevant. So, no fussing allowed. I want it to be in this world because it's in the library and can be story relevant. That gets the road settled. Alright. That gets the bushy center divide settled. Alright, we need to sadly get rid of the flowers. I like them. Not gonna lie. Let's see. I do need to also work on trees. Alright. Now that we have the banners in between, I have to make the trees a bit taller. Yeah, I think that'll do. They say the best way to learn something new is to practice. No? This is practice. Oh, okay. This needs to be there. There. Okay. I like it. Let's fill this out a little bit more. It feels kind of straight right here. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Now for the next one. And rather than just copy paste the whole line down to the trees, I'm gonna make them all different. I'm making them all different, all unique, all interesting. I'm having fun doing it. You know what, just for good measure, I'm going to stir in some oak here. If that helps a little. I have a funny feeling some of these might start creating leaf litter on me. I don't know. Though that would be an interesting addition to the road, is a little bit of leaf litter. We'll see. See how well this turns out. I'm just surrounding these fences with the leaves. Gives me some shape here. How it looks once I get it settled. It's pretty good. I guess I'm getting better at doing trees? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just do that and get ourselves a nice shape. Okay. I don't hate that. Stir in some oak leaves for good measure. Break up the monotony of the flowering azalea. Yeah, yeah, I like it. Very much aesthetic. I'll have to copy paste these street lights in place, and I'm actually quite happy with these. They turned out good. I'm happy with that. Make a few weird shapes here. Just have some fun with it, I think. See how it looks. Finally, starting on this part. Now, I know I have that tree repository, but those trees, the way they built them is so old that I'm starting to just build my own, kind of based on that a little bit. And they look good, sure. But yeah, that tree repository is just super old. Okay. Getting a little bit bigger on the trees here. I guess I'm getting bolder with how I build. Eh, so much the better. Now look at that. We have another lovely tree. Okay, they're not palm trees like in the model, but hey, it's my world. I'll build what I like. Maybe someday if I actually get good at doing palm trees, I'll replace these. For now, I'm very happy with how that turned out. These are turning out good. And these smaller ones I may come back and tweak. I don't know. Right now, I just want to have a little fun. Sure, these trees are taller than our banners. And just mess around a bit. One tree running into the other, I think, will look pretty good. As long as they're taller than the banners, I'm happy with that. Yep, these trees can run into each other all they like. There we go. Looks good, too. Definitely giving some shape and color to the area. Gonna place a few of these with oak leaves and stuff. Break these up. Oh yeah, that looks good. You can kind of tell one's run into the other. And from the ground, yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, moving on to the next one. See what we get. A mess, that's what we're gonna get. Got a little fun. Kind of making it fractal. Nope, not there. I don't really want these fences to connect up too much. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Make it a little taller than most. See what we get from it. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Okay. It's gonna go pretty good. I mean, I don't pretend I'm an expert, 'cause I'm not. But then, who actually is an expert in making these trees? Most people, as far as I know, are still learning. Same as me. Well, I'm content to say I'm learning to make these trees. It turned out pretty good. We'll stir in some oak leaves for good measure. There's something down here, I think. I like it. Alright. These trees can tell their own kind of little story. Like this one's growing around that one or something. Or they got entangled and got trimmed back or something like that. Have a little fun just with the trees telling stories. The story of the tree. What tale can it tell? I guess that's half the fun of making these. What stories can I tell while making them? What would make them more interesting? That kind of thing. I know it's not the most entertaining thing to watch, but for me, it can be fascinating. There we go. That's much better. Definitely brings some life to the area too. Oh man. Pardon me while I stretch. Oh. This is looking really nice now. Now, let's just consider we're looking at the street from this angle, which is basically the same angle to match the render here. So our building, if I may be so bold finally, our building needs to be right here. It looks like a combination of maybe quartz. I'm gonna maybe use andesite here. Oh, come on. Not the top. Right here, maybe? Let me take another look at these images. Okay. We're gonna cheese it a little bit. We're gonna start this building on the right. The whitish one. Be right here. But we're gonna cheese things just a shade. Like this. There it is. That. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this. You. Uh, okay. So we can save our own sanity. Copy. We're going to fill some of this in. Easy way. uh, I do love that these tools are a thing in this game now. Come on. Come on. Right where I want you. There we go. We're going to have to fill that bit in manually, but the rest of this... I can kind of cheese it a bit more. I have to fill that bit in manually, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Anything I don't have to fill in manually, I'm going to fill in. Okay. Certainly save a lot of time, effort, and headache. We're going to start a building here shortly. Okay. I have to worry about cheesing that. Right. Okay, you can see this ground is too low. Alright, we want to make this higher. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can make this look good. Yeah, we just want to fill this in, I think. A little higher. Face the terrain, we can start our building. Just fill this left in. Okay. That's a little better. We're going to do some more fill-in work. I have a hunch that needs to be filled in. Moment. I'm going to do it manually really quick. Maybe get started on this building. Alright, quick manual fill in on here. Grid is absolutely going to be helpful. It's going to be disappearing from the map, but it's going to be helpful. Okay, we've got at least something going on here. Now, looking again at our images. I know they're kind of small on your screen potentially, but okay. Looking at it, I'm going to guess that's about 5 blocks wide. It's wider than the sidewalk, which is currently 4. I mean, if you got a differing opinion, chat, let me know. Give me a moment. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to blow anybody's ears out, but I had to sneeze. I mean, you can't help those. Yeah, let me know what you think. We're basing it off the 3D models, the 3D model. I'm trying to make this area look similar. See if I can make it work. Now, we've got this going on, and maybe, oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to use the tough slab in front of that building. Whether it's a hotel or something else, I don't know. It could be a hotel. I mean, a hotel would make sense for a shopping area, I guess. We're going to do like 5 wide here, help fill in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that looks about right. It is making things darker on the map, but we're going to try and... Oops, no, not that. Look right. And the texture is similar. We do this, and we come back over here to 2. Not there. There. We'll have to adjust this later. 3, 4, 5. And then we can start our building. I'm gonna say right about here. And maybe the andesite wall there. 4, 5. 4 in between. We want 5 that. It looks like there's 4 support pillars, so we'll do that at 5 in between. 1, 3, and the 6th. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 6th. There's our 4 support pillars for the overhang. Kind of letting the stream catch up a bit. I hope people can see what's going on effectively. I don't have a ground level picture image for the front under that overhang. I'm going to be fudging it a bit temporarily, I think. Want you, don't want you. Want you right now. Or you. We do want you. Why do I have 2 of you? Okay. I want to take this up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And try to, again, fudge things a bit. 4, 5. Let's just... Stone has that border, so let's just stone maybe. Building itself is going to be like that. Then maybe this on top. Yeah, I like it. Perfect. Okay. Means this up to here. This goes on top of that, creating that borderline of the first floor by the look of it. It looks like there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 floors in total, give or take. So it's not a small building. I am gonna need like stone stairs because I need to pull a dirty trick right here to hide the lighting. We want to do stone stairs upside down, and then not all the way to the corner, I would guess. Good. I mean, that is the edge of the model. So we'd be guessing after the edge of the model anyway. You know what? We'll do that all the way to the corner. It's a corner building. Not going to do the full side wall. We're just starting it. Because I need to do more renders. So we're going to fudge it for the minute. I'm fudging the walls for the moment because I need to do some ground level rendering. And the computer is not going to have it while I'm streaming. So this is temporary. We'll be putting in windows and doors and things later when I have those renders to work with. For now, it's just going to be a blank facade. And if anybody is curious, on the DAS website, it's a model called Shopping Street. I got it a while ago, and I've been wanting to build it, but it's gonna be a long-term project, I have a hunch. I mean, this right here, and just this part, has taken 2 streams. And I haven't even put in the rest of the street lights there. I might have to bring them up a bit, make them taller. Well, that's doable. Anyway, we need to continue fudging this a bit. Looks like it's a decent sized building, too. Alright. Well, we're gonna just keep fudging. And on the inside, I'll have to do some finagling to hide this further. So, yeah, probably on the inside, I'm going to be doing a second layer wall just to hide the light sources and stuff. Otherwise, if I don't have the light sources in place, it's going to be bad times inside. You can see by the clock on my hotbar that it's night. Well, almost night. And if I didn't have the lights, well, you'd have a hard time seeing what I'm doing. And so would I. As we get higher up and away from the lighting, yeah, it's harder to see. So that lighting grid is very, very important. But we're getting a wall fudged in place here. We just fudge this a bit more. and fudge this. Yeah, we're fudging a lot. We're fudging a lot. I don't mind. Because we can do this. And then we just fill it all in nice and tidy. Alright. I might even have to put some glow lighting up here because it's going to get dark, maybe. Unless I have some lighting come from inside. Which is not at all an impossible thing, I think. I'll fudge this wall just a bit more. I've picked the building to start on, so we're gonna work with it. Okay, I'm gonna be getting some decent renders in for this, so they're not quite so fudgy. But that is looking good. Alright, let's just fudge the rest of this sidewalk. Fudgy Wudgy Wawas. Oh, yep, that's a Fudgy Wudgy Wawas, alright. That looks pretty good in this. Doing this. I like it. Okay. Yes. It's looking pretty decent. Okay. Fudgy Wudgies. Let's see how far we get. And I'm sorry if you're trying to chat with me. I may not see it immediately, but I will see it because I do look over every now and then. And these are going to have interiors if I can manage it. I'm not very good with interiors unless I have reference, and this is not going to have much for reference. So I'm going to have to figure out interiors or fill them in. I'm not going to fill them in. I'm determined to have interiors. I want this to be a good adventure map. I want it to have full interiors and look nice. Okay. Gives me a start. Okay. You know, kind of a line going up from that overhang. So if I want to do that, I want to do like this, I think. Okay. Gives me something to play with. I mean, yeah, the building does have kind of an old feel to it. So, oh, this is quartz already. Quartz. See how that looks mixed into this. There's some lines on it. I don't like it. Let's get rid of it. Mouse. Quartz bricks, quartz pillar, chiseled quartz, smooth quartz. Okay. What about concrete powder? We don't need the andesite wall right this second. What about concrete powder and concrete? Stone there for a minute. Would that help give this kind of a interesting feel? Ugh, kind of stark. What about the concrete powder? I don't like that. Okay, concrete and concrete powder are a bust. Okay. I'm out of ideas for texturing that, but this is a start. This is definitely a start. Okay, we just continue this along. This will also help us plan out the next street in line. Go to here, I think. That way it gives it plenty of room. And we can potentially make any boo-boos we need to. Like that. Alright, we just this along. Stairs. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm an amateur builder. I don't care. Stamps. No? It's gonna be like that. I can turn it like that. And that really hides it. Mostly. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And along here, right, it looks like there's like an entrance or a garage over here. We'll see. I'm not seeing any like driveway for cars or what have you along here. Then I'm not seeing metro parking either. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, taking wild guesses with this building stuff. It's gonna be a long project, but hey, I'm not opposed to getting it done. Let's just see. How far? Just kind of turn it here. We're getting kind of a base facade in place, I think. There. There we go. I mean, this shorter part of the building at that far end might be the easiest part to do. Let's see, that's that part. Probably like 3 or 4 blocks up, I would say. 3. Let's do 4, I would say. Because it looks like there's some lettering there, but it's too far away to read. In the render, anyway. We'll do some quickie bits here. If you have ideas, chat, let me know. I don't mind. I know the renders are kind of small on the screen there, but you get the concept, I think. The idea is to get this first building basically as a facade. This goes further beyond. Looks like this becomes a roof. This goes this way, like so. Oh. I think I see what's going on. This goes up beyond that. Okay, so this... This is in the wrong place. Okay. I have a feeling it's this. Right here. Okay, it might not be that. Yeah, I need more. I need the room there for the. Okay, that's gonna be that, but oh, that was the edge of this. This. Ah, I need to maybe count out like a handful of blocks here. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 10. Put on the 10th. I've never built this before, so it's wild guessing on my part. And then this continues up along here. So making guesses and trying to straighten things out. I think maybe I'll just leave this stone for now. Then we can take in wild guess this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more renders before I do any further building when I'm done with this base facade. Base facade will get the idea across, I have a feeling. This is helping me get like the height in, I think. Looks like there's like 3 graduated heights to this thing. This one being the shortest. Well, second shortest. This is the shortest over here. So we're gonna have to make this taller than that. That's gonna be interesting. Definitely need to be sure this is the tallest. This is the second tallest. Okay, so this one is at 82 height. This definitely needs to be taller. I'm guessing I think there's 6 windows here. I guess we can punch out some basic windows. How about like that, maybe? Oh, we got room. We got room. Even these out, I would say. Okay. 5, 6, 8. Three and 3 in between with 2 on either side. Yeah, that kind of works. Well, 1 on that side. That's okay. And I think if we leave like 3 in between, that gives us room for our ceiling and floor inside. I don't believe this building has an interior. I'm gonna do that, so don't worry. On the inside, let's just do a temporary stone floor ceiling combo here. I'm going to do 1, 2 as a marker for the inside. We're going to keep building this up. Want these to be taller. It seemed like that was the easiest for marking windows. Keep going with our little facade here. We're going to be faking it until we can get better renders. Fake it till I get better renders. That's pretty much the attitude right now. One way. We'll start our windows here. Okay. Our basic windows here. I might have to change them up later, but boom. Okay, there's our 6 windows. I'm going to do, I think, 2 blocks here. And then it looks like we have this. Goes around the upper edge. I'm going to have to figure out the side eventually. Now we're going to take this up. So I know where I'm going with that. And then, oh, okay. We're going to have some letters to build. Okay, so that means let's do 4, I would say. Just to give room for the lettering. We're gonna need it. Okay. Yeah, taking wild guesses and trying to get this to work. It's gonna be the challenge here. And then this continues up beyond even that. I need to start filling this in. Our facade in place. It's just gonna be phony baloney for now. Okay. That's an interesting little piece of the puzzle. Kind of tacked on under the roof that's going to go here. With 2 windows there. That's kind of weird. Not enough room to have a second floor there. Hmm. That's interesting. Pardon my stretching. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss here. Hmm. Oh. It is in line with the other windows. Well, we'll worry about that later. Now, this goes up beyond it. Hmm. By the look of it, that's our roof line. Yeah. Not gonna see anything from the roof there. Unless I use banners, I can do that. I'm not very good with banner letters, but I'll try for them. If anybody knows a good way to make banner letters in Bedrock, let me know in the comments or in chat or something. The only thing I found for banner letters was Java, and I couldn't get it to work for love nor money, especially the letter B. Go figure. But yeah. Okay, so inside, this is going to be the roof. We're just going to kind of fudge this again. And I guess this can add some windows. I mean, usually a window is like so. It's below the roof line. So? Yep, that works. Okay. Inside that, we're going to do this just to represent a ceiling and floor. In fact, I'm going to have to do that for here too. That's going to be not the roof. That. See if we can make this look good. Ha ha ha. I know. I'm not an expert, and I'd never pretend to be. So don't look to me for expertise. I'm not gonna find it. I fully acknowledge that I'm a novice at this. I don't care. I'm learning. If you want to learn alongside me, so be it. I'm fine with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. We have window. Okay. Actually, no, that's actually not bad. How big is a banner? I forget. Where's the banners? Where's the banner? Where are you? Yeah. Just for sake of argument, banner does take up 2 blocks. Got it. You anymore? Okay, so it has to be a 2 block. There. Okay. Gonna fake it for a few minutes here. See if we can't get at least walls in place. I need better ground level renders for this particular building. That looks like I have at least a baseline to play around with. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's 3 doors in that thing? That's weird. Well, we'll have to figure that out. I'm no expert on the inside of buildings like that. If anybody has any ideas, please let me know. I'm open to thoughts and concepts and ideas. I'm pretty sure these buildings do not have interiors. At least most of them. Some do, some don't, actually. I think the interiors are primarily ground level for the sake of, like, rendering street scene shopping trips and stuff. Window shopping and the like. So, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to render my girls going for a shopping trip, this would be the scene for it. They just go out window shopping and stuff. If the hero girls wanted to go out window shopping, this would be the place to do it. Okay. It looks like this is just a flat white roof right here. Not sure what it's for. I'm gonna make something in there. Gonna have to figure it out. That's simple. Then we take this over. I need this to go over. I'll figure as to why. I do not know. But then we take this and continue. Okay. So we've got at least 4 floors here. I'm going to use this to mark. Yeah. Alright, not like a kind of a holy building here. Holy building, Batman! You know, you know. Alright, so floor and ceiling are in place. Or at least roughed in. Okay. I'll buy that. It looks okay. That's going to need to be caught up. Alright. This is much taller. Fill this in. As I'm hand placing these blocks, when I have tools, it would let me just automatically fill it. I'm not using them because they can be pretty imprecise. And if I knew where the Bedrock Edition editor mode folder wound up, I probably would have copied this in there so I could use the editor mode tools, but I don't know where that folder is. So just we'll deal with the default stuff the stuff that I have available. So with that, something hit me. What was that lag? Nothing can hit me because there's no mobs. Okay, it must have been lag. It just felt like something hit me. From the way I just jerked like that. Okay. So. We're gonna just cut this down a hair. Use banner letters, I think. That's clearly a rooftop. A ceiling. I'm gonna have to this and kind of fake it. That back wall there. See if we can fake it till we make it. That's not what I wanted. Wrong block. Okay. There's an oops for you. Alright. Build this all the way up. Match the height of the others. Yeah, that's getting tall. Okay, actually wrap this down here. Don't really need it. Need that. There we go. Oh boy. I kind of make some assumptions on the height, but we're making progress. Not gonna lie, this area is probably gonna look really good when I'm done. At least that's the hope. Okay. That's our seal. That's our roof there. We're just being consistent on height there. Keep it uniform. That's an interesting one. What do you do like that? And then on the inside this, up a few more blocks. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more rendering there. It's hard to see. We're getting kind of a basic facade going on here. This is clearly going to be a very big building. But I think we might have to end it up here. Yeah, maybe next time I'll have some better renders to play with that. Until then, bye for now.